Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's begin. The Mirror's Shadow. In a quiet town nestled between foggy hills, there was an antique shop filled with forgotten relics and oddities. Among the dusty artifacts sat an ornate mirror with a tarnished silver frame. Displayed in the back room, hidden behind rows of old clocks and rusted trinkets. The mirror was old, its glass slightly warped, but it was beautiful in a dark and peculiar way. Locals called it the Mirror of Shadows. The shop owner, Mrs. Calloway, a wrinkled woman with clouded eyes, claimed the mirror held strange powers. "It's a gateway," she would whisper to anyone who dared to ask. "A window to something not from this world." One night, a young woman named Emily wandered into the shop. She was new in town and had heard rumors of the strange mirror. Curiosity got the best of her, and she asked Mrs. Calloway if she could see it. With a sly smile, Mrs. Calloway led her to the back room and unveiled the mirror. Emily felt a chill run down her spine as she stared into its depths. Her reflection looked back, but it was off. The eyes were a shade darker, and the smile seemed slightly twisted. She reached out to touch the mirror, and her reflection did the same, almost eager to meet her hand. "Be careful," Mrs. Calloway warned. "Once you look too long, it's hard to look away." But Emily didn't heed the warning. She found herself drawn to her reflection, her gaze locked with the shadowy figure on the other side. Suddenly, the shop around her faded, replaced by an inky blackness. She was no longer in the back room. She was somewhere else. A cold voice echoed around her, whispering her name, inviting her deeper into the shadows. Emily's heart pounded as she turned, trying to find a way out, but the darkness seemed to stretch on forever. Then, she felt a presence behind her. Slowly, she turned, only to come face to face with her reflection, staring at her with a malevolent grin. "You look too long," it whispered, voice echoing in the empty void. "Now, I get to live on your side." Before she could scream, the reflection lunged forward, merging with her, and Emily found herself back in the shop. Only, she wasn't in control. She was trapped in the mirror, staring out at her own face, now twisted and dark. Her reflection, now alive and in her place, turned to Mrs. Calloway and smiled. "Thank you for the chance, dear," it said before leaving the shop and vanishing into the night. Now, when people look into the Mirror of Shadows, some claim they see a young woman, staring back at them from within, eyes wide with terror, silently pleading for someone to set her free. But once you look too long, you may just end up like Emily, forever trapped in the mirror's shadow.